Hey, I'm Christina, and this is a tutorial on how to play the first part of my arrangement of Olivia Rodrigo's Driver's License. If you haven't already, you can click the link below to purchase this sheet music and print it out so you can learn along with me. And I also have a video of me playing the entire song, so if you're interested in hearing the final product, you'll find that link below as well. So in this video, we're going to learn how to play the first part, verse 1. We're going to start in measure 2 because we'll learn the left hand part by itself first and then go back and learn the right hand part. So look at measure 2 with me. Thumb is on middle C and we'll play the iconic repeating middle C part throughout the whole song. And if you can reach, pinky will play C3 and G3. That'll be the pointer, and thumb on middle C, C4. So if you can reach it, beat 1 of measure 2 will be pinky on C, C3, pointer on G, G3, and thumb on C4. So that'll sound like this. You only have to hold those for a moment, and then you can lift off of them and focus on the middle C because the pedal will hold it for you. So try that a few times. If that feels like too much of a stretch for your hand, then what you can do is drop the first middle C and only play the C and G. Let the pedal hold it and then go up to the middle C for beat 2 and beyond. So that would look like this. Here's the modification. And so on. Once again, C, G, then repeat the C after that. Okay, so at measure 6, instead of playing C and G, we are going to play down a third or 2 notes. A, that's the pinky playing A, 2, and E, 3. And after you play those, you hop back up to the middle C. So that'll take a little practice to get that leap and land on the middle C accurately. Push down the pedal to hold these for you so that you can come up and play the middle C. So practice that a few times until that feels comfortable. So now we're going to try starting at measure 2 and we'll play through measure 9. 1, 2, measure 2. Measure 3. Measure 4. Keep that pedal down. 5. Now move down to A and E. Measure 7. Measure 8. Measure 9. Okay, now in measure 10, now instead of A and E, we're going to go down 2 more notes, or a third lower. Now we're on F2 and C3. So that is an even bigger leap and might take a little more practice. So F and C and then back up to C. Practice that a few times. Hold the pedal down to hold your F and C while you jump up to your C. Here's what it sounds like without the pedal, by the way. Terrible. So if you have a keyboard without a pedal, this might be a great time to invest in one because this song really needs the pedal. Okay, so now we are going to try measure 2 all the way through measure 13. Okay, and then I will explain what happens at 14 and 15. Measure 2, once again. 1, 2, ready, go. Measure 3. Measure 4. Measure 5. Now down to A. 7. 8. 9. Down to F. Here we go. 11. Measure 12. Measure 13. Measure 14. Now this is like you did at the beginning, the C3 and the G3. This time you don't have to reach the 3 at once. And that's the end of verse 1. So again, measure 14, hit the C3, G3, pedal holds it for you, back up to middle C. Okay, so that's all of verse 1 for the left hand. Okay, if you'd like to go back and try that again, repeat that as many times as you'd like. So I'm going to move on and teach you the right hand. Measure 1 is very simple. Right hand, you are, so here's C4, you are going to be on C5. This is a very, very quiet and quick intro, okay? It's just 4 C5s, as quiet as you can, with the pedal down. Okay, very kind of in the background. So if you get your left hand set up for measure 2, here's how that introduction sounds. Starting at measure 1 and then just going a bit into measure 2, 1, 2, measure 1 and go. Right hand 4 C's, left hand, there you go. Okay, and so on. All right, now the melody itself, the part that Olivia sings, starts in measure 2. So right hand, you're already up on C5. That's where you want to be for the beginning of the melody. For those of you that have studied piano a little bit, this is going to feel like a C position or a C scale. C, D, E, F, G. So you get yourself positioned on those 5 notes. Each finger has a note, and that's where we are going to stay for a while. Okay, so we're going to start with E. That'll be finger 3. That is your middle finger. And then going up to pinky. Here's the rhythm. I'm going to start with measure 1 just to set up the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. I got my drive. Okay? So I'll do that again. 1, 2, measure 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. I got my drive. E, E, G, G. Okay, now measure 3. We're going to go 4 on F, 3 on E, 2 on D. Double. And then at the beginning of measure 4, we finish that phrase on thumb on C. Okay, so this is measure 3 and the beginning of measure 4. Once again, it goes F, E, D, D, C. Once again, F, E, D, D, C. Okay, now here is starting from the beginning and going through the word week, okay? Listen, maybe sit back and just watch and listen, and then you can pause the video and try it yourself. 1, 2, measure 1 and go. C, C, here we go. Rest, rest, E, E, G, G, F, E, D, D, C. All right, now I'll try to sing that for you so you can hear the melody a little bit with the words. Once more, 1, 2, measure 1, here I go. C, 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 rest, rest. I got my driver's license last week. Okay, now just a note, because this is transposed from the key of B flat to the key of C, it makes it easier to play on the piano if you're playing it as a piano solo. If you are singing along, it does make it higher to sing, so you have to be really a soprano to sing it up here. Okay, so if you're looking for more of a vocal version, you might want to find a version that is in the original key to make it a little bit lower. Okay, but this is just for fun on the piano, so trust me, it is much easier to play in C major than it is in B flat major when you're just playing it as a piano solo. Okay, so that phrase now with the left hand. So I'm playing measure 1, 2, 3, and the beginning of measure 4. 1, 2, measure 1, here I go. C, 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 left hand. I got my driver's license last week. Okay, so just watch on the music where the notes line up. You can even draw a line with a pencil or circle them vertically. So they line up on got, on my, on vers, and on license, okay? Otherwise, they're going kind of back and forth, and that syncopated rhythm is what makes this so tricky to coordinate between the hands. That's why we're going to take this really slow. Okay, so we'll put that all together in a moment, but let's just finish out this phrase. So in measure 4, just like we always talked about, let's look at that for the right hand alone for a moment. Okay, just like is E-E, and that is your finger 3, just like, and then it goes up to G, that's your pinky. We all, so once again, 1, 2, just like, we all, and then F, E, F, E. Always talked about. Okay, so that little phrasette there, measure 4 to 5, goes like this. I'm going to start with the word just. 1, 2. Just like we always talked about. Okay, so now let's play everything we know for the right hand alone from measure 1 to the word about. 1, 2, here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest, rest. Okay, I'll do it once more. This time I'll say the letters. So if you're feeling a little lost, I'm going to go slower and do it with the letters, and hopefully you can keep up with me. The rhythm is the trickiest part, to be sure. So be easy on yourself. If you don't get the rhythm exactly the way it's written on the page, that's okay. This is pop music after all. So however you are hearing it, however you are feeling it is fine. Okay, so one more time. I will say the letters as we go. I will go slower. 1, 2, at the beginning. C, 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 rest, rest. E, E, G, G, F, E, D, D, C. E, E, G, G, F, E, F, E. Okay, that sounds good. Let's put it together with the left hand. So right hand is in place with the thumb ready on C5. Left hand is in place with the thumb ready on C4, the pointer on G3, and the pinky on C3. Here we go. 1, 2, nice and slow. Right hand C, C, C. Left, left. I got mine dry. First light since last week. Just like we always talked about. And then next would be the A and E for the left hand. Okay, did you get that? I'll do it once more. I'll go a little bit slower and I will sing the letter names with you. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. C, C, C. Here we go, left hand. C, C, E, E, G, G, F, E, D, D, C, E, E, G, G, F, E, move down. There we go. Okay, great. So let's look at the next phrase for right hand alone. This starts in measure 6, 'cause you were so excited. Okay, measure 6, similar to the beginning, just slightly different rhythm and a occasional surprise with the notes. 'Cause you were so, that's going to be 3, 3, E, E, 5, 5, G, G. Okay, so again, we're going to think rest, rest, because you, now I know that there is a note at the beginning of the measure, of measure 6 in the right hand, but that is tied over from the previous measure. So it might as well be a rest for our purposes at this moment because we don't actually play that E. It's just holding over from the word about. Okay, so I'm going to say rest, rest, because you were so, okay? So rest, rest, E, E, G, G. Next part goes F, E, D, D. Reach that thumb down to hit an A for the word me. Okay? So again, let's start it excited. This is measure 7. So this would be finger 4 on F, middle finger, finger 3 on E, pointer finger, finger 2 on D, 2 of those. Reach the thumb 2 notes down from where it was to the A. Okay, let's do 'cause you were so excited for me in rhythm. I'm going to start by saying to rest and then we're in. Rest, rest, 'cause you were so excited for me. Okay, I'll sing the letter names this time. Rest, rest, E-E, G-G, F-E, D-D, A. The next part, to finally drive, will be E-E, G-G, and then measure 9, F-E, F-E. So this part is identical to the previous phrase, just like we always talked about. To finally drive up to your house, same notes, same rhythm. So let's do to finally drive up to your house once more. I'm going to be starting in the middle of measure 8. I will count off rest, rest, and then we're in. Rest, rest, to finally drive up to your house. Okay, now let's do, 'cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house, right hand alone, that whole phrase. Starting in measure 6, I will count off with a rest, rest, and then we're in. Rest, rest, 'cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. Did you get it? Let's do it again. This time I'll go a little bit slower and I'll say the letter names this time. Measure 6 once again. Rest, rest, E-E, G-G, F-E, D-D, A. E-E, G-G, F-E, F-E. Okay, now let's go to measure 6 and try it with the left hand. So left hand, you'll need to get set up on the A and the E and be ready to leap up to that middle C. Okay, here we go. We're going to start at beat 1 of measure 6. Very slowly, 1 and 2, and here we go. Left, left, 'cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. Next, left hand, you would be down on the F, as like we talked about before. Okay, let's try that again. I know the trickiest part about this is getting those hands to coordinate with their togethers. This is very tricky rhythm. So if you are feeling a little lost, that's okay. We'll go through all of this again at the end of the video. So if you need more help, stick around. Okay, let's do that one more time. Measure 6 through the first beat of measure 10, because you were so excited. 1, 2, A and E, go. 1, 2, 'cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. Left hand down on F and C. Notice that house comes before the next left hand note. Okay, some students try to play those together. Your house, they don't go together. It's called syncopated syncopation. It's a syncopated rhythm, so it means that the right hand finishes the 8th notes that it has before the left hand plays the beat 1. So in general, in this song, your right hand will have the off beats and your left hand will be like your metronome. It will play beats 1, 2, 3, 4 throughout. The right hand is the crazy rhythm. So that's why they're not quite lining up the way you might think. Okay, so let's look at measure 10 and 11. Right hand alone. Okay, now we're playing a C, this is C5, and an A, this is A4, back and forth, and then a G at the end. Okay, so that's the notes. Now, why are we doing this with a 2 and a 1? Well, for most people, it's pretty easy to stretch between those two fingers. And also, we're coming from up here, so it'll just be easier to not have to move all the fingers down. We'll just kind of shift a little bit and do 2 on C and 1 on A. So if you're in position, let's try this in rhythm. Rest, but today I drove through the suburbs. Okay, so that's C, A, C, A, C, C, A, C, G. All right, so watch for those eighth notes and quarter notes. Remember, the quarter notes are held longer, and the pairs of eighth notes that are beamed together, those are the quicker ones. Let's try that again, and rest. But today I drove through the suburbs. Okay, so let's put that together with to finally drive up to your house. So we're starting in the middle of measure 8, right hand alone. E, E, G, G. I'm going to give us a rest, rest to start us off. And rest, rest to finally drive up to your house. Shift, but today I drove through the suburbs. Got it? Okay, I'm going to teach you the end of it and then we'll go back and review. So measure 12, rest, E, that's the pinky, D, C, back to E, D, C, and then G. Here it is in rhythm. Rest, E, D, C, E, D, C, G. Did you get that? Okay, let's do it again. Rest. Crying 'cause you weren't around. And that's the end of verse 1 melody, okay? Okay, so you're doing great. Let's start at measure 10. We're gonna add in the left hand and try to do the hands together. So get your left hand set up on F. This is F2 and C3. Play it with your pinky and your pointer so that that thumb is ready to leap up to middle C as quick as you can. Pedal will help you with that. And right hand, remember you are set up with your pointer on C and your thumb on A. Okay, so left hand's gonna go first. Ready, and F and C. Now together, 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 together. The sa, left, right. Rest for the right hand. And then left hand, now you land on the C and G. That C. Now we're at the end of 15 and that is the end of verse 1. Okay, do you need more help? If you think you've got it, you can stop the video here and practice on your own. If you need more help, we're going to go back to the beginning and take it in small sections and work on coordinating the hands together. Okay, so if you're with me, back to the beginning. Right hand, playing your 4 repeated C's. Nice and slow. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, is your left hand ready? Here we go. Left hand plays 2 C's and then you're in. I got is together. My drive is together. Now left by itself. Okay, so we're gonna try just that much. Start at the beginning of measure 2. We don't need to play that first measure again. Measure 2, left, left, right, together on got, together on my, and then left. Did you get it? Yes, good. Okay, we're gonna add on. We're gonna try to make it to the word week this time. Starting at measure 2, left hand, you go first. Are you ready? 1, 2, left hand, go. Left, left, right, together, together, right, left, together, together, D, left, right. And then the left would play on that rest. Okay, let's try that again. This time I'll say the words to keep you on board. Okay, so measure 2, ready, left hand, 1, 2, I got my drive, verse license last week. Just like is together, we is together, ways is together, and is together. Okay, so pause that and work on that a little bit. Measure 1 through 5. I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna start at measure 6, nice and slow. So get that left hand set up on the A and E, and then ready to pop up to the middle C. Okay, here we go. Measure 6. Left hand goes first. Right hand, you're gonna come in after you play the first middle C, cause, okay, that sneaks in there in between the C's. Okay, left hand, ready, go. 1, 2, cause you is together, were is together, X is together, ed is together. Good, let's try that again. So left hand down on the A and E once again. Ready, go. Left, together, together, right. Excited for me. Let's go on. To find, lead, drive up to your house. And then you're down on the F and C. Okay, so pause the video and work on those measures a little bit on your own. Measure 6 through 9. Okay, I'm gonna go on and do the last phrase. Measure 10 through 15. Okay, let's finish this out. Verse 1, you can do it. So left hand, you are down on F and C. Right hand, you were up here, but now you have shifted with your pointer on C and your thumb on A. So this is the 4 notes that you want to have ready to go for the beginning of measure 10, okay? Measure 10, ready, go, left hand, and then together, 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 not together, left hand, and then together, sneak that cause at the end of that measure. Together, together, left, and then around. Remember, that's a G. And here we go, left hand. Now you are on CG. And finish it out. Here's the end of measure 15, and you made it through verse 1. So now pause the video, work on that section, measure 10 through 15, and then try to put it all together. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you figured it all out. Now you are able to play verse 1. Click on the next video, and we'll learn how to play verse 2.